Mac, what we're looking at right here is the Pinecrest Hill subdivision. These were some of the homes that were directly affected by the landslide. This is the construction site that's causing a lot of people headache. And it's this door that the McKennas say that the intruders came in. A large push, and the door is open. I'm here on the Illinois River just south of downtown, and just behind me, hundreds of Asian carp are coming up to spawn. Some residents were here all day along with some volunteer cleanup crews. Right now I'm learning how to operate a hydraulic excavator, and these controls in the simulator are the same ones in the actual machine. And these fans prove that the hearts of Washington are stronger than an EF4 tornado. Go Panthers! People have come here all the way from St. Louis and Chicago, traveling hours just to be here. They're not letting a little cold get them to stop doing what they came here to do. Reporting live in Washington, I'm Roseanne Aragon. Ashley, back to you.
In a News 25 special report, Roseanne Aragon sat down with Barton McNeil at the prison and has more on the story about who killed Christina McNeil.
June 16, 1998, one man's life would change forever.
911, what's your emergency? I need an ambulance. I need a... My daughter's dying, I think.
That man was Barton McNeil, and his daughter's death would eventually condemn him here, Menard Maximum Security Prison. His conviction, 2 counts of first-degree murder and 100 years in prison.
If this is my fate, God forbid I live that long, I am sentenced to death by prison.
For a crime he says he did not commit. A murder mystery that begins in Bloomington Normal after a breakup argument with his former girlfriend, Ms. McNeil.
And she'd been stalking me at almost every turn. She would demand that I spend time with her. She threatened to kill herself. And she had this maniacal jealousy of Christina herself.
The morning after the breakup, he was horrified.
I awoke to find my daughter dead in her bedroom.
Hold on just a second, son. 1 Adam 1, that counts. Christina.
She was suffocated. This is the original Bloomington police video shot that day. The window screen had been cut.
The killer was already in her bedroom.
But the court said the evidence didn't qualify as proof. Cobwebs and dust showed an undisturbed area. The decision reads, there's no evidence that someone else entered that home at any time. McNeil's cousin, Chris Ross, has been studying the case for years.
The prosecutors were able to successfully put in place this motion to eliminate that basically prevented Bart from even uttering the name Mazook Nolan in his defense.
Any evidence regarding Nolan had to be thrown out. McNeil was losing hope.
I'm going to die here in prison.
But then a turning point. In 2012, Ms. Nolan was convicted of killing her mother-in-law after Nolan's husband had been wanting a divorce. She lured her husband's mother, Wenlyn Tida, to a location where she strangled her to death.
Had this murder not come to the attention of the public, Bart would be living the rest of his life in prison.
As of now, he is and will be. But Nolan's conviction in the Tida case also caught the attention of the University of Illinois Springfield's Innocence Project.
They probably take 1 case out of every 100 letters that they receive.
2 lawyers and a team of law students are fighting for Bart's freedom. They've already petitioned for the approval of DNA testing of new evidence, bloodstains and fingerprints that they believe could clear this man's name.
Justice will only be served when my daughter's killers are prosecuted for what they did.
Until then, he'll be here, prison cell 314. In Menard, I'm Roseanne Aragon. Imagine doing this.
Go get the toter, put it on the toter dumper, and dump the garbage.
And then again, 600 more times. That's Tuesday's plan for PDC truck driver Jason Brown. So far, he's picked up quite a bit.
Probably about 5 tons.
And it's about 5 degrees outside.
Since I've been here in Peoria, this is the worst conditions I've seen.
Today is arguably better than yesterday. Monday, PDC operations were closed.
When you have a snowplow out that's trying to clear a road and a garbage truck on the road, those are not good combinations to have together. This would allow the snowplows a full day to go out and do all their jobs.
Now PDC is up and running, but you might notice your garbage is still out there.
Monday customers are being serviced today, Tuesday. Tuesday customers will be serviced on Wednesday, and that pattern will follow through the week.
Typically, the PDC asks that you leave your garbage on the curb, but one way you can make it easier for them this week is to leave your garbage out on the street so it's more accessible. And in these brutal conditions, that makes all the difference. These drivers are just trying to stay warm.
I probably couldn't do this job if I didn't have the layers on.
And some extra help from the people he serves.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
PDC also gives drivers snow cleats and warm gloves, but Brown's best tool is his attitude.
I don't think about the code. If I thought about it that much, then I probably couldn't do this job.
A job many of us might take for granted. In Peoria, I'm Roseanne Aragon. Triplet valedictorians. That means each of these fraternal Sheeler siblings at Normal U-High fought for a 4.0 GPA all 4 years. On the left is Hannah, then Ethan, then Charlie.
I think it was a goal for all of us to be.
We were excited and that we had actually reached that goal.
Not many people can say they're valedictorian of their high school, and I know I'm not alone in this either.
They're 3 of just more than 20 students graduating at the top, but these 3 say they're inseparable.
You just go to each other, you know, I think that's the main thing. You always have someone to go to. Your best friend may not be there, but your siblings always will be.
That's exactly what they are, siblings. So I asked the burning question. What is the sibling rivalry like?
I don't know. We try to beat each other out, I guess, on let's see who can get the best grade.
They're extraordinarily competitive. They compete with each other on a regular basis.
Mr. Mark Adams is their speech and debate coach and their teacher.
There's always those students that you know that you can count on for always taking the excellence choice. Those 3 were some of those students.
This is the first time he's ever seen triplet valedictorians. The Sheelers do everything, music, speech, debate, and more. They say they couldn't achieve alone.
The teachers here are willing to work as much as you're willing to work. That's what I like about U-High, is what it has offered for us.
U-High has just helped us become well-rounded people.
And they can't forget their family.
My parents, they're really motivating.
They've always been pushing us to do our best.
And that's exactly what these triplet valedictorians did. In Normal, I'm Roseanne Aragon. Continued terror in the Middle East, yet another victim beheaded. How your first drink of alcohol could be crucial to your future health. And why new iPhone owners are getting bent out of shape. Good evening, everyone. I'm Roseanne Aragon. Also in the news of today, healthcare workers in Africa are getting attacked by the people they're trying to help. As it stands, State's Attorney Jerry Brady decided against filing charges, despite believing what had happened was impersonation. In the end, it all comes down to interpretation and the rule of law. A new poll shows Governor Pat Quinn with a significant lead over Bruce Rauner. The apple of an iPhone lover's eye, you're looking at the iPhone 5. The 3.6mm piece of technology is arguably the thinnest phone in the world. You want to vote in this election, but you may not know you can start today. We'll tell you how you can vote sooner rather than later. Founder of Jimmy John's is outwardly showing his support. So Zach, it feels like sweater weather is officially over. What do you think? People magazine has named the sexiest man alive. That's part of tonight's Hollywood Minute. And remember, you can get the news and the weather around the clock on CINewsNow.com. All right, thank you. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.